that was on night 28th, 29th May, I sent Major Sarvanan to lead the attack. So Major Sarvanan is the one who was the company commander of Charlie Company. He was known as Chengiz. That was his nickname. So this officer left on 28th evening after last light. He married up with those people at 3 o'clock in the morning. It took so much of time because the terrain was rugged and it was pitch dark night. You could not make noise. You can't use your torches and through the jungle and difficult terrain. So he finally reached and he launched the attack at 3:30 in the morning on point 4-6-8. Then around 4 o'clock, he asked me, please provide me illumination so that I can see the objective. So he fired the RT shelling, and it is called star cell, where the area is lighted up. Then he fired rocket launcher and destroyed 3-4 bunkers. And then enemy fire was also quite heavy, and they found that one of the Jawan, his name was Nayak Ganesh Prasad. He was killed in this action. He killed 2 Pakistanis and he was ahead. He was the first one. He later got Vir Chakra. He is from Bihar, Patna district. Sarvanan gave this report, and by the time it was about 5:15 or so in the morning, that we have already captured 4 bunkers and 1 or 2 bunkers on top are still firing at us. So I told him, now you take care of the casualties, and Major Sarvanan also suffered a bullet injury on his head. He told me, I said, no, you take care of yourself and we have time, we can launch the attack next night. But he was so furious and agitated at that point. He says, sir, give me only half an hour. I will finish these Pakistanis and capture this bunker. I am pleading to you, please give me half an hour only. I said, no. Because daytime pay, when the enemy is able to see you, because daylight is, the sun was about to rise. So we will be at disadvantage. But since he did not agree, then one of the officers who was with me tried to convince him on the radio set. He says, sir, so then I gave him a go ahead. And then he launched full attack on point 4-6-8. Just about 30 meters short of the objective, he got another volley of bullets. And Major Sarvanan, he sacrificed his life that day, early in the morning at about 6:30. So this was on 29th May, which is approaching after another 4 or 5 days. That was the first officer casualty in Batalik sector. For his bravery, an officer who had only suffered a bullet injury and telling the commanding officer that, sir, give me half an hour, I'll finish them. I think this is the best example that I've seen in a war, because I've seen the war.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And let me tell you, Sarvanan was the only son of his father. He had 2 sisters. One is an engineer, other one is doctor. And his mother was, that time worshipping in the temple. His father got killed in Sri Lanka operation in 1986 in Pavan. He was a medical officer, and he was the second casualty from the same house. I had visited his house. He's from Trichy. There's a statue of Sarvanan in Trichy. There's a road in his name. And you get down at Krishnapalli, you ask, where is Sarvanan? So they'll take you to his village. He's so much respected.